It's December the 2nd today, 2020. The date is Thursday, December 2nd, 2021. I am in first year of medical school at the University of Calgary. I am in second year med school. How old am I? I'm 21, 22 right now. Mostly concerned about getting a very strong foundation of medical knowledge, as strong as possible. I want to do myself a lot of favors in the future by understanding as much as I can today. Y'all, no. That was hilarious that I thought it was important to get a strong medical. It was important. I would say that right now, I would focus on not allowing external events to overhaul my internal structure, and also learning boundaries and asserting oneself, especially around pushy people in the hospital. It's a good skill. Oh, it's the Omicron variant of the COVID virus, so coronavirus. I'm very happy. Yes, and I'm still very happy. I have high expectations for myself, so I get mad at myself when I forgot or I can't easily recall information that I've been cramming into my head for months. Or I can't learn everything as fast as I want to, so have to practice more self-compassion in that sense. Girl, your standards for yourself have lowered, and in fact they have exited this medical school. That is just so, God, that's so 2020. I've learned beyond what any brain can process in that short amount of time, and so naturally I forgot, not everything, but a lot of the things, and I'm gonna just have to relearn it. Just facts, no two ways about it. I would say that right now, my thing that I'm struggling with is keeping my mind clear of things that no longer serve me, and that's a very yoga term, but it's kind of like keeping almost like a badminton racket in my head and swatting away things, or just, dealing with them as they come and then showing them out, and then just keeping that nice quiet space in my mind. Actually, not for my medical school. They're very understanding and they practice a lot of compassion. Less than last year. So I don't know what I said last year, but I'm sure I said I did. And it was self-caused. And even now, it is, if I feel pressure, it is self-caused. But the pressure definitely comes from me. I really want to be as competent as possible, and I get frustrated at myself that I'm not able to operate at a completely independent capacity. But that's completely unreasonable. But it's 5% of what it used to be. Well, it started off as a librarian, and then COVID hit, so then it was pajamas, and COVID is still here, so now I would even say my bed sheets are part of my style. I spend half my day in bed because I can. But now I'm actually having to be pulled out of this comfortable bed and into clinics. So I would say my style is warm but professional. It's by Studio Ghibli, and it's called Howl's Moving Castle. It's a pure work of art. Still, Howl's Moving Castle by Studio Ghibli, and it includes the whole family of movies in Studio Ghibli. Okay, so I've realized this. The moment you stop caring and just allow the inner nerd within you to guide your learning, you actually learn way better. Your grades somehow counterintuitively improve, and you enjoy yourself. So the way to actually get what you want is to stop caring. Good question. Well, I'm only roughly 6 months in. It's also hard to say because the quality of education that we've received so far is not really what medical school is supposed to be, so I can't really say. My answer to that is not necessarily. I don't know if it was worth absolutely everything. I made some mistakes too. I definitely did enrolled in lots of activities and put in a lot of effort into things that, like, did I have to do that? And in fact, medical school is not necessary for me to have achieved my fullest potential. And I'm realizing that now halfway through it, which is, I guess, only a realization that I could have made going into it. So very simple, keep following the formula. Anything that I want myself to achieve, I either make a plan for it and achieve it later, or I make a plan for it and I achieve it now. That was beautiful. Girl knows what she's talking about. Forgetting my answer from last year, I wrote pretty much the same thing use the same approach. Once you realize internally that something is aligned to you, by all means, like, go for it. Like, what are you waiting for? Oh, so right now we're in our psychiatry block, so I'm thriving. That's why I'm in a good mood. But psychiatry block is only 3 weeks long, which is like the shortest block in all of med school. And it's the last block we have. So beyond this, it's winter break and then clerkship. Study a little bit harder for your endocrine and nephrology course and your OBGYN course, because you pass those by less than 1%. So to avoid the stress of the situation, maybe like pass by 2%, so you just feel a little more comfortable with that. But apart from that, it'll be fine. Globally, like on a global scale, removing myself from the situation, I would say that COVID's still gonna go on the same level, same pace as it always does. It still will have the same effect on the people. People will stop caring about it as much, right? So it's just people will have more, they'll blind themselves to the effects more. But in terms of my life, I have every single week of the next year and a half meticulously planned by my school, which I really appreciate. And so I am on a strict schedule, and I will go through all of my blocks, and I'll hopefully see myself on the other side of that.